And so as you form your moments, those moments are remembered. And as those moments are remembered, they get pushed into memory. And memory becomes the past. Right? And so that past is what is pointing your life to what you expect. The accumulation of the past memory is what is focusing and directing your life toward what it is that you can expect. There's an old saying that you know what you want, but you get what you expect. And you don't always know it until you get it. And then you go, right. And you get this sense of registration. And the difference between what you want and what you expect is usually your stress. That's usually what the stress that you experience. Because your expectation is unconscious, your want is conscious, and you're producing this gap, this distance. So if you are opening yourself up to higher frequencies that are being broadcast from the universal mind, and you begin to set up a period of time in which that takes place, then you begin to alter your expectation, which alters what takes place in your life. And that's the purpose of things such as 40-day sadhanas. Because 40 days is a period of time, and it's throughout all scriptures. Noah, 40 days and 40 nights, right? Jesus in the desert, 40 days. The Buddha under the Bodhi tree, 40 days. Over and over and over, this 40-day period of time. And that's because 40 days is known to be the full cycle of consciousness. And in a period of 40 days, if you're doing something consistent, you're populating your blood with those red blood cells that we're going to work on in this class, because the majority of your red blood cells are formed through the spleen and through the bone marrow. The main purpose of the spleen is actually to determine which blood cells, and that's why spleen, a very healthy spleen, is what allows you to be decisive in life. Fuzzy thinking is a spleen issue, and spleen food is sunlight green. So anything that grows above the ground that is green, such as leafy vegetables. One time Yogi Bhajan put us on a green diet. We could eat nothing except that which is green. Somebody raised their hand. What about a green popsicle? You know what his answer was? What's a popsicle? He got a good laugh when he found out what it was. So we're going to be working on the other portion of it. We're also working on the spleen, but we're working on the thigh. And the thigh, when we're working on it, is this incredible, we're working on it like this. This thigh muscle wraps around the thigh bone, which has the largest chunk of bone marrow in the entire body. And every beat of the heart, these two thigh bones are producing close to 2 million red blood cells.
Oh, wow.
Now, red blood cells are red because they contain iron. And iron is a recordable, an electromagnetically recordable substance. So every beat of the heart through the blood in a hydraulic system, through the blood, that blood cell is formed with the frequency of what's in your heart. So every beat of the heart, you're forming those red cells with what's in your heart. So if you do something for a period of time, if you focus for a period of time, what you're doing is you're populating your blood. And if you do that every day for a period of time, and then you do it for 40 days or 120 days or 1,000 days, then the end result is that you're populating your blood with this attitude. And the moment your blood gets to more than 50%, it's a democracy. Your blood is a democracy. The moment your blood gets to more than 50% of a certain attitude, that attitude will prevail. Everything is changing. And wouldn't you love to have your blood fully occupied by red blood cells that have an attitude that you can walk on water? Not that you're going to go do it, but wouldn't that be great? Rather than every situation